Hello there, beautiful souls. My name's Casey, and this is Eternal Resonance. I am feeling a little shooken up. We just had an earthquake. I actually was trying to kind of check the the video to make sure you could see me, and yeah, we had an earthquake. So tuning in. I am working hard to show up here every day. And the hardest part about showing up here every day is finding a place to record and to the message. Trusting that I don't have a plan showing up here, and that as I continuously show up and a plan is made, the more that I learn to trust that Source is always working for us, through us, and in spite of us, sometimes I think. And I think the earthquake that we just had was a wake-up call to the importance of these messages, finding the people that they need to find, and that we are in a time of great upheaval and change. And in times of change and chaos, and when our literal ground beneath us is shaking, there is a big pull to pull in out of safety, to isolate, to protect ourselves. And protection, I think, can have really good intentions, but can sometimes serve to isolate us to a point that we feel like Source isn't there. I met with a patient, if you may or may not know, but if you don't know, if you're new here, so is everybody else. But I work as a hospice spiritual counselor for my job, and I met with someone last week, and that was her main want. I want to feel for her God's presence. And that's what this video is about today, is that reconnection, and to be reminded that we literally live on a floating rock. The ground just shook beneath me. My house just shook. So we are small. Our bodies, right? Our bodies are small in comparison to this great rock. And that difference in size can feel isolating. But you carry within you the same power that just shook the earth beneath my feet, that just created an earthquake. That power of earth shifting and moving and literally creating vibrations that shake the ground. That power, that knowing, that spirit of Mother Earth is in you. It is in you. It's around you, before you, behind you, within you. That power. Now, can you make the earth's ground shake with your mind? I don't know. Some monk probably can. But the point here is not that. The point is you are so powerful. And what I'm learning about engaging with these frequencies of high that are very intense, you would think that with more intensity and frequency that there would be, or raising in frequency, that there would be like an increase in feeling or intensity. And really what I'm finding, as the higher the states where we are in the highest frequency, are the quietest, the stillest, and there is just this calm that's there. And what Spirit is guiding me to tell you today is that Something is being done here, so just receive. Sometimes if you're new to my readings, my hands will start moving, and it is just a way that energetically this information is being integrated into your being, beyond the words, through energy and through frequency, which was your first language. You think about babies when they're born, and all they can do is cry. All they can do is respond to their environment, to the frequency and energy of their environment. We know this in child development, that if children are in stressful environments or in places that don't feel safe, they act in ways that we may classify as bad. And really, they're just reacting to the frequency and energy in their space, because they speak it fluently. And so do you. You just may have forgotten. The power that is within you is the same power that literally creates shaking in the depths of the earth. And the way forward is paved. It's paved for us to reconnect, to reignite. The frequency through this video is very, very high, because I feel very, very calm, knowing that you're receiving from this exactly what you are meant to receive. That frequency and energy is underneath the words, within the words, not the words themselves. That this power would be awakened within you. That you would remember this power that doesn't always feel powerful. Sometimes it feels quiet and stable. This place of receptivity and knowingness of connection. When you are able to embody that energy, you will notice that the external world starts to quiet down. If you are listening to this and feeling connected to it, then you are probably, let's take that back, you are meant to be carriers of this energy that's coming to you right now. If you are not wanting to receive this energy, go ahead and exit the video now. But if you are wanting to receive this energy, just either out loud or internally, just, I receive this information. The literal ground beneath me just shook. That's the kind of energy that we are in. Things are breaking apart. Things are crumbling around us, and it is very easy to get wrapped up in all of it, to get wrapped up in the what's going to happen to this or what's going to happen to that. And all of those things are happening, and they do very much affect us. But what you are being called to today is to come back to center, to come back to the stillness, to come back to this place between your breaths and feel the power in silence and gentleness, in expansive, vast, infinite possibility. Calling you back to that point of creation, in you. And we do that by remembering. Keep walking, keep singing, keep praying, keep trusting, keep on letting go into love. Keep walking, keep singing, keep praying, keep trusting, keep on letting go into love. May you be cleansed of anything. Sorry guys, it's trash day. May you be cleansed of anything that is holding you back. May you be cleansed of anything that makes you feel small today, that makes you feel less than today. May you be infused with the power of the universe. May you be infused with the power of Mother Earth and the power that literally shakes the planet and many other things. That power is within you, being ignited, being set fire, being brought to the surface, being here with you in a way that you cannot deny anymore, that it would be here with you, that it would be here with you, and that you would feel its grip pulling you into the earth, growing roots of stability, of strength and power, creating this root system that will nourish you today and in the days that are coming. You are called to do something big. It may feel small to you, but you are here and you are listening to this messages and other messages like it because you are being called into the new world, into the new earth, into an existence that speaks in frequency and energy. And don't worry, it's the easiest thing that you will ever do because it's just what you are. If it feels hard, it's because there are narratives in front of it that make it feel hard. Being yourself, living into your soul's mission. When the busyness and the words of the stories are able to fall away, that's when you see. That's when you experience the soul of you. The human in you works really hard to keep that from happening. And I don't think it's a conscious, keep it from happening. I think it feels like that because the ego, the human's job is to stay alive, to stay safe, and being reminded that you carry DNA in your body of a time where not following the norm meant death, where being excommunicated or ostracized from your community meant death. And your DNA remembers that. And so there is a threshold that we cross as we are walking back to ourselves, where we see the ego, we see the human, we say, hello, I love you, I see that you're scared. And then the soul of you steps over that threshold, steps over that human ego and says, I am going to be present anyways. And when that conscious decision to move and step over the ego, because we're not pushing it out, you can't do anything with it. And I don't say that like a negative thing. The ego is really helpful a lot of the times, and our human has lots of good ideas and such. But the human lives in this lower realm of frequency of if this, then that. If I go to college and get a 4-year degree, I'll get a good job and I'll be able to buy a house and have a white picket fence and a dog and a family, and I'll be happy, right? You see how that's the ego. And having a home and having a family has made me really happy. But I think what we are seeing in our environment is that more and more people have made it to where their human said they should be happy, or they're unable to make it to where their human said they would be happy. And so both of those examples are people who are still stuck back here, who are stuck in this human ego existence, which tells you if this, then that, which tells you that there is a pizza of success and you better get a slice or you're not getting fed. That sort of, capitalism, understanding, the human, if this, then that. I have to make sense of it logically with my human mind or else it doesn't exist or happen, do you see? And what happens in that coming back to the self, walking back to the self consciously, and it's not even a back to the self because you're not going in any direction. You are being where you are. The present moment is the key to experiencing the soul of you. And what happens over time is the more that you choose your soul and allow the human to be present and love that part of yourself, thanking that part of yourself for being there to keep you safe, loving it, and then realizing when you do that, that this other space opens up, that you realize that there is another part of you that's observing all of these things going on in the human mind, you see? And when we say, okay, no one's ever going to watch this YouTube video. You have 4 subscribers. Like, you have 1 view. Like, why are you even posting this, Casey? It's a waste of your time. Do you see my human? And my soul says, I love you. I understand how it might feel that way. And I'm going to keep following the call of my soul that says, post the videos even though it doesn't make sense. There is a paved way for you, okay? There is a way for you to remember who you are. That's why you're here. If you're watching this video, it's for you. It's not for everyone, okay? Everyone is not here to wake up. Everyone is here on their own journey and at their own level of frequency, and based on where they are in their own soul's journey. And the more that I'm able to really live into that belief, the more love and compassion I'm able to have for people. Because people are really just living in whatever frequency they're in. And if you're not in that frequency with them, it can feel like oil and water. And that creates a lot of human emotions of like anger and frustration or whatever. That's a whole nother video. But the point is, you have a choice. You have a choice to listen to your mind, to listen to your ego, to listen and love your human. In all of the ways she, he, they try to keep you safe and saying, but I know from a deep place that I'm going to be doing this anyways. I'll be showing up to that meeting even though I feel like I'm going to shit my pants. I'm going to go out for that job even though my human tells me all these reasons why it's not going to work out. I'm going to start this venture because in my gut, I know that something's going to come of it, even though my husband doesn't understand. You see? Behavior is the highest form of communication with the universe, with source. Because action, behavior, physically doing something is putting all of your energetic points in action, which makes it so powerful. You're thinking about it. You can think about it, you can feel about it all day long, but what are you doing? Action is the highest form of communication. So to move closer to the soul of you, and we're not moving closer because you can't get any closer to yourself. You can't even get away from yourself. There can be things packed around the self that make it seem like it's not there. Trauma and drama. But there's so much here for you. And it's not out here. It's not the job. It's not even the YouTube channel. It's I'm trusting something deep within me and doing it anyways. That's the message. I'm scared, but I did it anyways. And look what Source did with my life. Look at the way things have changed. Look at the way I am transforming, because I'm choosing to listen to my soul, who knows the way. That voice in your head that's telling you the things that you might want to hear is probably the voice of your intuition. We have this deep-seated belief in us, or at least it was, I don't think it was intentionally taught to me. It is an ancestral wound of not trusting yourself. We have been taught as humans not to trust ourselves. As more and more studies and research and science come out, it really made the opinion or someone's experience almost obsolete. Like someone's experience and, just their experience, if it can't be explained by science, then it doesn't exist or it's not meaningful. And we are moving into a time where the heart of something is going to mean so much more, because people are waking up to the fact that you can have all the things that you want in the world. You can have all the money. You can have all the cars and planes and trains and automobiles, and you can travel the world, and you can see every wonder, the 7 wonders of the world, and you can do all of those things and still be unhappy, because what you're looking for is that universal heartbeat. You're looking for your soul. And you don't have to look. It's right here. It's right here. It's just about cleansing the window so you can see through it. We're not building the glass. We're not creating the glass. The glass is there. It's there. But life, our trauma, and all the things for our experiences and hardships are like dirt or, distortions in front of that window. And the more that we see those things, the more we spray and clean it off. We spray and clean it off. And then you realize one day, you're like, you wipe, and you're like, oh my gosh, I can see. Keep going. Thank you for being here. And let's just end today. I want to offer you a cleansing, a full body cleansing. So starting at the tip of your toes, allowing your feet to find the ground if they can. If you're driving or doing something, don't worry about it. Just maybe wiggle your toes and remind your brain that they're down there. And I want you to repeat after me. I want to see myself. I want to see my soul clearly. I ask my angels and guides, higher beings, all those that are around me and with me here in this body. I call on them and ask them to help my body, my human, my ego receive what it needs to receive right now in order to cleanse, remove, erase, and delete anything that is keeping me stuck. Erase, delete. Erase, delete. Erase, delete. Erase, delete. Bringing up anything else that needs to be erased and deleted. Erase, delete. Thank you for the versions of me that brought me to this version of me. I trust myself. I heed my own instruction. I am enough, always. Born perfect, without flaw in structure. Calling forth perfection of structure in body. Activating now. Activating now. Activating now. activating now. Thank you. There's a song that keeps coming. Show yourself. Show myself to know myself. My prayers for you to do the same. I release you. I release you. Just receiving this part. I show myself to know myself, my prayers for you to do the same. May you show yourself today to know yourself and know that it's safe, because you create that safety. Your higher self creates the safety. Your angels, your beings. You are never, ever alone. You are always loved, always held, and always supported. May all those beings you've been be loved and released, so that this version of you may soar and live into the power that shakes the literal ground and creates earthquakes. You were created out of that, not into a new form, because energy can't be destroyed, meaning that all that power, it's in you. And most of us lying dormant and waiting to be activated. And so it is.